So children, now we come to a very important part, and a very important part of a reaction of metals and metals with reagents. So now we are coming out to reaction of metals with water. So we see potassium and sodium are on the top of the reactivity series, so they are highly reactive. So even in cold water, even say for ice, if sodium and potassium come in contact, they will aggressively and violently react to produce, in fact, some heat. An exothermic reaction takes place. I can write this K plus H2O will form KOH plus they will release hydrogen, and the reaction is exothermic. And probably what happens, let us see, is it okay? So when sodium reacts, same thing, when sodium reacts with water, it will form NaOH plus H2. Now let us see if I can balance this. 2 hydrogen is there, 1 is there. If I put it as 2, then this oxygen will be also 2. Now it's okay. Now, okay, so this is done. Same way, let us see here. So everything is balanced now. So hydrogen gas is liberated and hydroxide is formed. So very violent reaction, and that is why sodium and potassium, since they react with oxygen of air or water, and even at lower temperature, they have to be stored very carefully. So they are stored under kerosene very safely. They are put inside kerosene without letting them come in contact with oxygen or water. So the question may be asked, why sodium or potassium are stored in kerosene? Then you have to say that in kerosene, they do not react with kerosene, and they are kept inside there because in exposure to moisture or air, they will undergo violent reaction and they will catch fire also. Magnesium has, now see, after this you have to understand, magnesium will react with the same way with water to produce normally magnesium hydroxide, plus it will release hydrogen. But if the temperature changes, say for example, if the temperature changes, then what will happen? It may form only magnesium oxide plus hydrogen. So instead of hydroxide, what it will form? Magnesium oxide. But when we go down, iron is very important. Iron does not react with water. You see, we boil things or we have iron vessels, all right, and in marriages and all, we can have iron vessels sometimes. So even with boiling water, iron does not react. But if you really make extreme, you heat it, red hot iron, suppose iron is red hot, and then when you react, when it is passed over steam, then it will form Fe3O4 and it will release hydrogen again over here. So now I think so it's balanced. H2 is there, Fe3O4 plus 4H2. So H2 I have to balance now. So now this is the case. So red hot iron and steam. So reaction conditions are important to be known, like that. So very important that we should understand the reactions through also reaction medium. Like here you should know it's an exothermic reaction. Here it is just opposite, it is needing heat. So like that, I don't think so we have to go further with water any reaction, no, nothing like that. So generally when somebody asks you, metal oxide and hydrogen is formed, or metal hydroxide or hydrogen is formed when metals react with water, and temperature, if difference are there, the product may be hydroxide or it may be oxide depending on the type of metal. But what about reaction of non-metals with water? A reaction of non-metals with water, normally nothing happens with water, no reaction takes place. But suppose red hot coke is there around 180 190 degrees centigrade, and you pass steam over here, then it will react and form a gas called water gas. So this is very important to understand. This combination is called water gas, and probably it is used as fuel. So So when you see these reactions, you will be able to, when you are going through these reactions, comparative study is also important between metals and non-metals. Thank you.